local boy, Dothan's very own, number 22, Alec Palanjian. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely, man. I was so excited for this interview. Huge fan of yours. I think you're such a great dude. So friendly. You're so attentive. I tell people all the time when I talk to them that, when I talk to Alec out on the field after a game, eye contact never breaks. No one is around me. It is just when you're talking to Alec, you're all that matters in that moment, and you're so respectable and you're so respectful when you talk to anyone, man. So super excited to have you on.
Yeah, I'm just excited to be here and talk with you today.
Yeah, man. So first things first, and I've always wondered this, and I feel bad that I didn't ask Ty this question. Why number 22?
For me, I think one thing that kind of drew me to that number was at the beginning of 2022, I had a foot injury.
Okay.
And I recovered like all throughout the spring, got myself back towards the end of spring season in college, and then had a good summer season.
Mm-hmm.
Like played a lot of 90-minute games, really found my form that summer. And that was with the previous team before Dothan United. But I remember that summer just being special for me before going into my senior year of college.
Uh-huh.
So I think 22 just worked out good, kind of remembering how I fought back from that. And then I think also it's just a cool number. Like it's easier for people to remember.
That's interesting, man. That's a sweet, sentimental story. I share something similar. When I was working for Channel 4, doing advertising sales for them, I had a bad year. 2017 was a really, really tough year. We lost a kid that year, and it's kind of hard to go out there and make sales. And I was on commission, and it kind of took my foot off the gas. And so the commission checks were low, so I had to go out and deliver pizzas to help make ends meet. So my wife didn't have to go to work; she could stay at home with the kids. Anyway, long story short, I still keep that Papa John's uniform hanging up in my closet. I should move it to my office, actually. But, it's just a reminder of like, hey, man, you overcame some pretty tough stuff before. You can overcome whatever is in front of you. So that's pretty sweet, man. That's a good reminder for yourself with your number. And so how's the ankle feeling?
Yeah, good now.
Good.
Thankfully,
yeah.
so.
No problems?
No
issues?
problems.
Good. And so you had mentioned that you were playing with the team. Was that your college team, or were you cheating on us before our inception and playing for another USL2 team?
Yeah, so that was that injury happened in college.
Okay.
When I was playing with a college team, but that summer season was with another team in Florida.
Okay. Who were you playing for?
It was Florida Roots at the time.
Okay.
Now they're Rip City Surf.
Rip City Surf. And so they're a USL2 team.
At the time, it was in PSL.
Okay.
And I believe now they would be in the leagues for clubs.
Oh, okay.
So same as Tallahassee.
Oh, all right. That's cool. It's so interesting that there's so many leagues out there. So NPSL, League for Clubs, USL. Is there any other ones?
There's UPSL.
UPSL. That's
well.
Okay. So there has to be like some type of hierarchy, right? Like that League of Clubs that Tallahassee plays in, and Panama City or LAX FC. That's like a younger, fresh out of high school type of league, right?
Typically so.
Okay. I know. I think it was maybe Rodrigo. He was saying that USL2. No, it was Sean. He was saying that USL2 has like a higher level of competition with a lot more D1 athletes and NAIAs, and so it's interesting to just learn all of the nuances and the ins and outs, right? Anyway, so number 22, to remind you of things that you've overcome. It's fantastic. Like we've said at every single match, whenever you come in or whenever you start Dothan's very own, you graduated 2019 from Northfield?
Correct.
Right? Okay. And where'd you go from there?
went to Auburn University at Montgomery,
Okay.
played there from 2019 to 2022, graduated in spring of 23, and I earned my degree there in kinesiology, exercise science,
Okay.
and also studied nutrition.
Right on. Right on.
And then from there, I had some extra eligibility, so I went to the University of Central Arkansas, and that's where I finished up my collegiate career.
Okay. So you played for Central Arkansas.
Yes.
Okay. And so was that just a year for you to play sports, or did you get a master's degree as well?
Just a year I spent out there to play soccer. I didn't earn a degree from there. I just did some postgraduate coursework.
Gotcha. Well, cool. And so, you're in a very, very unique position because you were here for the first tryout. I mean, I remember seeing you, man, it was me, Patrick Smith. I think Juan Sapiro was out there, and Sky Strickland, of course. We're like, I don't even think we knew each other, but we're there for the first tryouts. And I just remember seeing you and thinking like, that guy's pretty good, man. Like, you really did stand out from the other guys. And so I was excited to see that you made the team and that you've been with us as a local boy, who was here before the club, and now you've been playing for the club every year. What is that experience like? Like, what was going through your mind when you heard that Steve Donner and Mike Schmitz and Steve Durham were bringing the club?
Yeah, so I'll backtrack just a little bit. So
Sure.
When I was actually out in Arkansas, this was fall of 2023. I remember sitting in my dorm room one afternoon. I'd already had training that day and finished class and all. And I remember sitting at my desk, and my good friend and teammate on Dothan United, Gabino, he texted me and sent me the article
Right.
about minor league soccer team coming to Dothan. So I looked at it and I immediately called him, and we just started talking about it. Like, this could be an opportunity for us.
Yeah.
And so the months went by. I remember coming home for Christmas break and then hearing about the tryout. I was very, very excited. And as you mentioned, attended the tryout and was able to make the team. So it's been super special. I'm really grateful for this opportunity.
Yeah. Well, you've definitely represented us well. If there's ambassadors on the team for the club, I would definitely put you on that Mount Rushmore. It's like, hey, if Don or if anybody were to say who are we going to send out to represent the club, if Alec Palanjian is not in that group, it's not a good group. So let me ask you, like, especially because when we have other players, they're all, a lot of them are international. Majority of them are out of the area. What is it like playing in front of a home crowd, in front of people that you've grown up with?
It's almost hard to put into words how much it means to me. When you look up there and see your family, see my parents up there, my brother when he's in town, my neighbors are good friends, former teachers, former classmates, former high school teammates, club teammates. I mean, and just people I've grown up with that have grown up supporting me, and it's special.
Yeah.
It's very special. And I think we have such a great community here in Dothan. Everyone shows up and is just really so passionate, so behind us every game. It's incredible. And playing in front of thousands of people, it's something I've really always dreamed of. I mean, I remember there were times in college when I'd be out at the field training on my own. I remember just sitting there and looking at the field and just visualizing one day playing in front of 1,000 people, 2,000 people, 3,000 people, and just what it would be like.
Right.
And then to now have that opportunity has been a dream come true.
What's it like playing in front of 5,000 people, in front of 6,500 people any given night at Repuse? Like, what's that like?
Amazing. And I think it just makes you just go even harder on the field, make that extra run, be even sharper, and whatever it is you're doing on the field, you can feel the energy, you can feel the excitement, and it's just, it pushes all of us to reach another level.
Yeah. Yeah. So for you, what are some of like your favorite memories in being a part of the club? Like, I guess, let's position it this way, right? What were some of your favorite memories in your first season with the team?
First season, definitely, I would say starting off the tryout, just not knowing, what it was going to be like. But I remember just being so excited that day, to meet the coaches, to be out there, with supporters showing up, and just to feel the excitement.
Right.
That was definitely, one of them. And then I think for me too, just like having so many high level players, high level coaches come and create this truly elite environment was something that I'd always wanted to be a part of. And I feel like from that season, I grew so much on and off the field, and that was special.
Gotcha. And so, what about season 2? Like, any favorite matches, any favorite goals, celebrations?
Yes, the Birmingham Legion home game.
Okay.
I remember Ryan Holmes crossed the ball into me. I was able to finish it first time out of the air.
Yeah.
And I'm not really like a flashy person or anything, but I remember I was so excited just going and like running to the corner and doing a knee slide.
Yeah.
And I remember that was an incredible moment for sure. And
Yeah.
then obviously going to Vermont later in the season, and winning a championship there, the Southeastern Division,
Right.
and just how excited everyone was, and how together, and like the way we found a way to not only get there and overcome some adversity throughout the season, but just lifting that trophy and seeing everyone so happy was incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it's always impressive because last year, and I think a lot of people forget, but like we barely made the playoffs as a wild card. You guys did a fantastic job, but with Asheville in the division, it was kind of like, all right, well, we really need other teams to lose in order for us to be positioned, because it's with the Southern Conference, it's like every first place team makes it. And I think it's like 2, maybe 3 second place teams make it into the playoffs. And so we just happen to be one of those second place teams last year. So going in as a wild card and, underrated and underestimated, I think was in our favor. But I mean, we just had a bunch of dogs last year. You were one of them, and what I mean by dogs is like, hustlers. Like when you're out on the pitch, you're running as hard and playing as hard in minute 98 as you are in minute 2. And that's something that always has stood out to me over these years, especially watching from the PA box, is like, oh, Alec is going, and like full on effort. This boy don't get tired. It's just opportunity. I'm going to make the best of it. And so I commend you for that. So last year's Southern Conference championship, memorable. What about the division title that we won? What's the feeling that you have with winning that and then comparing it to the Southern Conference championship?
Yes, so both are really, really good for us, and exciting, and huge in our journey as a club.
Right.
So we're just looking to keep that going.
Yeah.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
One day at a time, one game at a time. We're going to keep it going.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember talking to Sean. We call him our summer son. I don't know what the right term is. They didn't really give that to us when we became host families, but talking to Sean is like, what's training like? Right. And he said that your starting job isn't secured. You got to keep fighting hard in training to keep proving that you deserve that starting job. And you definitely are a big contributor to the culture and the environment on the team, because I know, you are working hard in training. I've swung by a couple of practices this year, and, when I watch everybody play, everybody's training hard. But Alec is, you're definitely pushing those guys, and you're definitely making it more intense. And so it just contributes to the overall performance of the team, man. So that's awesome that you do that. Let me ask you this. Why do you keep choosing Dothan United every year?
I think for multiple reasons. I think, first of all, this is home for me. This is where I love to be. And when you have an opportunity like this, you can't pass it up.
Right.
And for me, growing up, there wasn't always the most competitive, high level environment to be in day in, day out.
Mm-hmm.
So I would play here locally, but then as I got later in high school, I was commuting to other cities. I was, traveling on the weekends to be in a really high level environment where I would be challenged.
Hmm.
And with Dothan United, that's exactly what we have, a very, very high level environment with top coaches, top players. And I feel like it's a great place where I've been able to develop and push myself and with that just continue enjoying the game.
Right.
And I think, you know, that has been incredible. And I've grown a lot these past 3 seasons.
So, what's it like being one of the local guys on this team, and like we have these, people coming in from out of the area? Like, what? I guess are you kind of like a bridge in like, hey, if you guys need to go anywhere or do anything, like let me know. Like, what is that like? What is your role in that area of the team?
Yeah, it's really cool having guys from other places come here and join us for the summer. And absolutely, I think just being as welcoming as possible to all the guys that aren't from here. They know if they need anything, they can ask me, they can reach out, and I'm happy to help them
Right.
in any way possible.
Okay. Well, that's good, man. So when it comes to playing for Dothan United, like what is your favorite part aside from, what you had mentioned earlier, right? Playing in front of people that you've grown up with in different stages of your life. Is it hold on, we'll cut that out. Let me ask you this. What's one thing that people don't know about you?
So
I know
good
you're a
question.
very private person, and so, but no, I mean, what's one thing that people don't know about you that you want them to know about you?
So I think people know how much I love soccer
Mhm.
and that I live and breathe soccer. It's a massive part of my life. But I do have other hobbies outside of the game and other things I like to do.
Like what?
So I would say tennis.
Okay.
It's one thing I love. I grew up playing tennis as well. That's kind of like my second sport
Okay.
and a sport that I still enjoy in the off season. And I love cooking
You love cooking.
and food and nutrition.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, studied nutrition in college. It's a big, big passion of mine
Okay.
on how food can impact our performance, but also our overall health and longevity, something I'm really interested in. And so my mom's a good cook.
Okay.
So I enjoy cooking with her and, just trying new dishes and things like that.
That's pretty awesome.
I also love mountain biking. So
Okay.
riding here locally at Forever Wild.
Okay.
I've also, earlier in the spring, I went down to Tallahassee and checked out some trails there.
Okay.
So I just love being out in nature.
What kind of bike are you riding?
So I ride a Specialized
Okay.
mountain bike.
All right. So where'd you get that bike from? Like locally at Brickyard or where?
So this one I got back in 2020, and it was from the bike shop
Okay.
over near Covenant Methodist Church.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay. And so you like mountain biking, you like tennis, you like cooking. What's your favorite thing to cook?
So I like, let's see, a few different things.
Uh-huh.
I like to make like eggs with ground beef,
Okay. Very
avocado,
nutritious.
some sourdough.
Okay. Okay, so you're cooking for health. You're not
Yeah.
cooking for taste.
I like that.
Okay.
And then I like making hummus.
Okay.
So I like making hummus, protein pancakes,
All right.
another thing that I like to make.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So do you
just-
have any mix-ins with the protein pancakes? Are you throwing in blueberries, maybe some dark chocolate chips or okay.
For sure, blueberries, like maybe some like sliced strawberries or banana on top,
All right.
some almond butter, like dark chocolate or like another little like form of dark chocolate, like cacao nibs.
Right.
So pretty healthy stuff.
What made
Yeah.
you like want to be so healthy in your eating?
So I think multiple reasons. So just had some of my grandparents. Unfortunately, they're passed now, but they had a lot of health issues.
Okay.
So just seeing that and the way that they struggled with different diseases was really eye-opening. And I think that made me really conscious of like how I take care of myself.
Okay.
I think also being a soccer player, being an athlete and wanting to be my best, I just kind of just developed a passion for okay, like what can I do off the field to support my performance on the field and started looking into different things in my lifestyle.
Uh-huh.
and food plays a massive part in that.
So when you cheat, when you have a cheat day, what is it? Because I mean, we've heard like, because of social media, right? Like we hear about all these crazy cheat days, especially like The Rock. He's like, oh, I'm gonna have 15 pancakes and I'm gonna have this and brownies and things like that. What's your go-to when it comes to cheat days?
Let's see. So I do like dessert.
Okay.
So I would say like a good chocolate chip cookie,
All right.
maybe like a good cheesecake,
All right.
something that I enjoy, and then also like some good pizza
Okay.
would be like a nice treat.
All right. So where are your favorites for those, for your pizza? Where's your go-to? Where's your go-to for your favorite chocolate chip cookie and cheesecake?
Good question. So had some cheesecake from the cellar
Okay.
that was really good. Chocolate chip cookie, just don't have a specific place
Okay.
for that. So just wherever, anywhere.
See, but we're not talking like Chips Ahoy, right?
Right.
Like we're talking like a legit bakery cookie.
Right.
Okay. I don't know, man. For me, I love those cookies from Publix, dude. They hit so good. Shoot, the one from KBC, that's a good one. Have you tried those?
I have not.
Oh yeah, those are good cookies right there, man. Okay, and so where are you getting pizza at?
Okay, so pizza, I like both Firestone and Richie Pizza is good.
Yeah.
I don't eat pizza a lot, but like that is a nice treat every now and then. But some of the best I've had was in New York.
Okay.
Several years ago, we took a family trip, and this place called Grimaldi's
Okay.
was top notch.
Really?
Yeah.
So what was like the best part about it? Is it like the undercarriage, like what Dave Portnoy does, or is it what's a good slice of pizza for you?
Let's see. I kind of like typically I like a little bit thicker crust.
Okay.
And just a nice big slice, especially when I'm hungry.
Yeah. Okay. Cool, man. And so you had mentioned, you like playing tennis. So Alec, one final question, man. What's your favorite memory so far this season?
Definitely winning the South Central Conference Championship.
Yeah.
Last weekend.
That's the hat.
That was special.
Yeah. Why is that so special?
Just, I think, seeing how hard everyone's worked this season to make that happen.
Right.
The coaching staff and everything they do for us. My teammates and I, the way we get after it every day in training, the way we push each other, the time that and effort that goes into everything. I think that was really incredible for everyone. And, now we're just looking to build off that in this next step. So, very exciting.
Next step being the playoffs.
Right.
Well, if we haven't played the playoffs yet, come out and support the boys. It's going to be some very exciting soccer. So, Alec, thank you so much for being on the podcast, man. We appreciate you making time.
Thank you, Rick. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, man.